and it is sanctioned by the WBO, and the supervisor is Danny Wright. United States. He weighed in at 69.3 1/2 pounds. With a record of 29 and 1 draw, he has 21 wins coming by Harrison. And his opponent across the ring, bar and fighting out of Sydney, New South.
Okay, Tim, Tony, I gave your.
In the ring, 14 years of experience. This would be Tony Harrison. This one is high risk, which is one of his staples.
Yeah, oh, that jab. Put that jab in his face. Upstairs, down.
Keeping his guard high, try to block that jab.
To the stomach with the jab, going up and down.
It's a little bit off beat.
Ninth here in round 1.
Still have over a minute to go in this round, but
the head back of Tim Tszyu.
Too often.
On as Tszyu connects. With just the jab.
And all Tony gonna do is just continue to jab. So now smaller ring, so I mean he's doing good by not moving.
By Tszyu. That right hand by Harrison.
But there was that. You know, Harrison doesn't want to commit with that right hand because he knows that uppercut is coming. I mean, IQ is there.
For sure, he needs to make sure that he's getting caught with different punches. And that uppercut.
Right up and holding for the first time. He's generally not a fighter who does a lot of holding. I want to be on the inside with Tszyu, and by not being on the inside, he's not very bold. Yeah, Harrison's effective punches have been jabs, so you don't see them listed.
Putting 2-3 punches together.
Jab, left.
See, around Tony needed to at least follow.
Well, you said that you thought Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, and Jermell has.
Here's a right over the top by Tszyu.
And Tony's jab starting to mark his face up.
There's a double right hand. Tszyu, you look at the jabs, that's what Tony Harrison,
having a little bit more, success with his own jab. And even, again, keep doing that. But jab to the body also.
There's no doubt this fight is being fought at the exact distance Harrison wants. In the rounds, that's the second question. Yeah, no.
There's a right hand, that one, Harrison. Back to the ropes. It left here in round 3, biggest punch of the fight.
We were asking for a right, that powerful right hand.
Tim Tszyu very poised in there. He's in no rush.
Tim Tszyu. Tszyu missed with that right hand. Minute gone here in round 4.
Every time Tony jabs, his jab goes down.
Tszyu, you just get the impression that this is a fighter whose game plan.
We look at our.
Yeah, a high percentage for Harrison, but very low.
Good round, man, really close. Both having their moments. There, that's jab, right hand, step back, and then come back and move. Yeah, exactly.
Here's Tszyu now.
Harrison is moving.
He seems more comfortable. Here's the final 30 seconds.
Harrison moving slowly along the ropes, but is in no rush to take advantage of that situation.
Overhand right.
Tony here, winner, gets the undisputed champ, Jermell.
Jabs, Tony's starting to move now. He's starting to become more choppy. So now it's time. They're going to take it up now.
The ropes, there's the right hand that lands for Tim Tszyu.
Harrison really well, and this is the rounds where he's going to press a lot.
Uppercut.
And it's really the first time in the...
And again, you see Tszyu apply.
Tszyu, toe.
There's the right hand. Backs him to the here of Australia. By Harrison that scores. 11,700 in Kudos Bank Arena. Hello.
Tszyu doesn't commit just yet.
Throw a bunch of power shots and
there's the jab and then followed with the right hand. Works his way off the ropes.
We're only at the roughly the halfway mark of this fight, but the fact that this is a scheduled 12 as opposed to a scheduled 10-rounder, 20 rounds.
Definitely is. You're right, Steve. Harrison, mentally and physically.
when Harrison is at his best right here as he's moving around the ring. And
here's that jab. Avoids the right hand.
gotta put his hands back up. Short knife.
And he's got Harrison against the ropes.
When Harrison lands in combination, Tszyu just seems to do a little bit.
Here's the final seconds of round 6. And Harrison finishes it with a double jab. We've come to the halfway point of this fight for the undisputed title. Brian Custer, Steve Farhood, Abner Morris, Australia. Since we're at the
Plus, I gave Tony Harrison the first round. I've given him no round since 59-55 at the halfway mark.
And, you know, every time Harrison takes 2 steps back, he finds it.
When he's going to have to dig deep and fight off the ropes and keep stepping.
Stats and power punches. How about this round by round?
That's exactly why Tim Tszyu is winning this fight fairly handily on my side. And Harrison very, very low output in power shots.
From Harrison, you want to keep doing that. Make Tszyu miss like you. There you go.
There's the right hand. Jab. Body of Tim Tszyu. I want big fights. And Abner, talk guy who is with us tonight, the Undisputed King.
By getting the lesson and pretty much
rocked him too with that straight right.
Because Harrison came in here saying, hey, you never fought anyone.
Interesting about Harrison's 3 losses. In all 3 of those losses, at the time of the stoppage, he was either ahead or even.
There's a left hook to the body by Tim Tszyu.
Oh.
Wait. Time. Go there. Go there. Tony, go there. Go there. Stay there.
Obviously some kind of...
I don't think Harrison would have any objection to a little
right eye.
Go there. Please.
And round the pressure just being in Australia might have something is wearing them down. This is not the normal Tony that fought Sergio Garcia.
But it's that pressure that Tim Tszyu is applying right now. And
start to drown Tony Harrison.
May need a knockout or at least a couple of knockdowns.
And then a right hand. Harrison total power punches, which is everything minus a jab.
And almost 3 times the number landed. And that's the story of the fight right there.
And another right hand right on the button to Harrison. He's get hurt. Left hook.
No movement.
Double uppercut by Tszyu. He's looking to stop.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Dan Rex Top Dawson says, I'm going to drown him in round 9, and he gets...
He predicted that, and he did it. 9th round. Again, the pressure from Tim.
His eventual challenge of our man Jermell over here, he further legitimized himself as a contender.
I mean, he did what he was supposed to do. He fought, he had his hands up, kept punching. Tony Harrison fades at the end, and that's it. But I'm none of those guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Harrison. I'm going to get in there and do what I got to do and move my
beat. Here. And again, it was those power punches.
Yeah, 39% of landed, but 45% of his power shots. When you land 45, you're going to win every time.
That's the one that did it.
And I would like to have didn't, and as a result, Harrison suffered the knockdown.
Last time gotten a stoppage, it was July of 2021 when he's the stoppage tonight. And once again, the division, Jermell Charlo.
Still undefeated super welterweight champion of the world, Tim Tszyu.
He will be facing Jermell Charlo. Tell me what you saw.
Hey, he was impressive. He did what he had to do at home. He was holding up jabs at the beginning, but my movement, my style,
To remember that he wasn't in with Jermell Charlo. He was in with to be a very significant fight for Tim Tszyu's confidence.
Tim Tszyu with Ben Damon.
Through the confetti.
Thank you, Australia! I go one sentence. What's my...
Is that what proving to everyone, to Tony, to America?
That just supports boxing in general. I did it for all of you. It was about it. Because the competitor that I had in front of me, he's
won a lot of fans. He's been great in the build-up to this, but what was it like, Chef? Now, Tim, there are lots of Americans.
The message was sent up. You know what's next. I'm coming. I'm coming to Vegas. I'm coming.
Congratulations on this, Tim. Perhaps the first Tim Tszyu. Have a chat to Tony Harrison and a round of applause, gentlemen, for the former world champion and a tough dude, Tony Harrison. Firstly, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I train hard. It was a lecture again. Like I said, the better man won tonight.
Just to Tony Harrison, you're a champion.
Thank y'all, Tim.
And the victorious Tim Tszyu.
He's old, he's in his prime, and now he's getting ready to fight Jermell. And it sounds. But the bigger point for his future, he could get another shot at a title. I don't know the answer to that, but I don't think so.
I mean, he had to do in that fight. He didn't press in the third, fourth round. He pressed. He saw that he was hurt enough. He took him out. And I mean, that's what.
Because this fight was in Australia. Jermell's the fighter would not go to Australia.
absolutely not.
Over Tony Harrison, and we go inside the ropes.
First round specifically was really, really Harrison. He won that round on my card. And then as the fight progressed, more and more right hands from Tszyu. Not a lot of jabs, but again, and before you knew it, we were around 6 or 7, and Harrison spent long on the ropes. And that enabled Tszyu to land the right hand and some body shot. It was brutal at the end. This is the stoppage coming up in round number 9.
It was those right hands lead off on Harrison, and that was it as 9th round stoppage for Tim Tszyu.